Here are some common themes that are coming up in therapy sessions. Friendship edition. I'm wearing my coat inside because it's cold. I'm Lauren, I'm a therapist in New York City, and I oversee a bunch of other therapists. Because I'm their supervisor, I sometimes hear what's going on in their sessions. So if you are struggling with any of these three themes in your friendships, I just want you to know you are not alone. This is super common. First one is not being anyone's number one. You don't have a number one best friend. You're everybody's sort of like peripheral friend, and you don't have a number one person to call. I do think this comes up often, and it's sort of like an insecurity of not having a best friend. And I do think sometimes it can be when someone is single and they're really struggling with like not having anyone who can be their go-to person to do things with when they maybe like want a partner or a family member, and they're kind of trying to like recreate that. And something we work on with that in therapy is like, well, what if you're a bunch of people's number three? That's actually not so bad. That's not a horrible thing to think about. And also you can be your own number one. Second thing I've noticed a lot is the idea of not having a group. So it's kind of the opposite of number one. Some people might feel like they have one or two really close friends, but they feel an insecurity about not having a big group that they go out with. I think a big part of that is social media and its toxicity and making everybody feel like they're missing out. All these fun groups and all these fun people who are constantly hanging out, doing the cool things, and you are not invited. Boundaries could be a thing that we work on with that if other friend groups are kind of making that person feel insecure, or we could work on, really actually decentering maybe a group mentality and like debunking why that maybe is not so great, and really valuing the friendships that you do have, even if it's just a one or two person type of deal. And then the third idea I hear a lot is the idea of being a really good friend to other people, but not having that friendship reciprocated. People can become resentful or frustrated with the people in their lives because they feel like they're such a better friend to them. And sometimes we have to do some expectation setting and some sort of like acceptance and realizations of what other people are capable of if our standards are a little bit too high. Or the alternative to that is finding you some better friends. And then that leads us to the fourth. Said I was only doing three, but the fourth one is finding and making friends as an adult, which can be really, really challenging. So if you struggle with any of these, there are a lot of other people who are struggling with these too. Let me know what your experiences with friendships have been like lately. And let me know if you want me to go deeper on any of these subjects and like how we could like problem solve for those.